Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is another anti-haul. So for anybody that doesn't know what these are, I've done 2 other ones on my channel so far, and basically the idea is I talk about products that I'm not gonna buy, and sometimes people get confused because they're like, well, you've never tried the product. How can you judge a product that you've never tried? Well, basically the whole idea of an anti-haul is to kind of combat consumerism, and you know, these days people buy things in excessive amounts and they buy things that they don't need. It's definitely me saying, you know, do I really need this? Is this fairly priced? Is this potentially a dangerous product? Is this something that's just so excessive in my collection that I absolutely do not need it? Those are the kind of questions that I ask. I kind of look at products and then I tell you what I'm not going to buy. These are all things that I am not going to buy. Of course, you can still buy them. Let us know what you think about them, but yeah, let's just get started. Now that I just kind of, you know, talked about consumerism a little bit, I want to talk about what I believe to be the peak of consumerism, and that is the Marc Jacobs mystery bag. This is on the Marc Jacobs website and it retails for $49, and it includes 3 full-size products, which can be nails, lashes, or lips. So for anybody that's like, what the hell is a mystery bag? You just buy a product. So in this case, you're buying $49 worth of something. Let's just say 50. You're buying $50 worth of something that you have no idea what you're gonna get. You're basically throwing $50 at something that you might not even like. It might be the totally wrong shade for you. You have no idea what it is. You're buying into the mystery of the, you know, what am I gonna get? This is so cool. Like, but wouldn't you rather spend that money on something that you do want? Like something that maybe works for you, like a shade that you do want. I understand the mystery of it. I think that's really fun, but for $50, absolutely not. Like, you gotta be kidding me. That is so cuckoo to me. I will never, no. I'm telling you, that is the peak of just buying things that you don't need. Come on, that is so crazy. No, no. Next, still on the topic of consumerism. So Too Faced is coming out with a lot of stuff. And one of the things they're coming out with, I will put up a picture, is the Too Faced Chocolate Vault for the holidays. And I'm going to talk about some of their other holiday stuff in a second here, but I want to talk about the Chocolate Vault in specific because there's a lot of things that I'm like, what the? First of all, do you really need 3 large eyeshadow palettes at once? I mean, I know from personal experience, I've bought a lot of eyeshadow palettes at once and I've received a lot, you know, from whether it be from companies or whatever. It's too much. Like, it's very overwhelming to have that many eyeshadow palettes at once in your collection, and it's very easy to forget about them and not use them to their full potential, as, you know, as opposed to just buying one palette, giving your time and attention to that, figuring out if you like it or not, and then maybe deciding down the road, do I want to get another one? I think it's very important as a consumer to just, you know, decide if you really like things and do your own reviews at home. I don't understand this because this is like so much stuff. I mean, a vault of anything is so much stuff, but here's where I'm kind of confused because these palettes have been out for a long time. So it comes with the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette, the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, and the Original Chocolate Bar palette. It also comes with 3 melted chocolate shades of their melted lipsticks. It comes with both the chocolate, like the mini chocolate chip palette, and the white chocolate chip palette, and then it also comes with all 3 shades of their bronzer, of their chocolate bronzer. I don't even want to talk about how we don't need 3 shades of the same bronzer. Like, first of all, it goes from really, really light. By the way, that is like a really, really light shade, and it's only for people who are mega fair, like very, very fair. It's too fair for me. And then the really dark one is only for people who are, you know, dark. Like, it doesn't, I have no business having the dark in my collection, and I also have no business having the light one in my collection. So I'm kind of confused because you probably already have a chocolate bar palette if you really want a chocolate bar palette. And then if you don't have one, you've either decided, okay, I either don't have the money for it or I don't really want it. Since they've been out for so long, that's why I'm saying you probably already have it. But even then, if you didn't really want it in the first place, why would somebody buy an entire vault of this stuff? Like, if they don't already have it, why would they need, I don't see somebody who's on the fence buying, you know, $300 or whatever, however this is going to be priced. I can see, you know, people making the argument that it's going to be a really good deal somehow, but we do not need all of that makeup. That is so much makeup, and I know I've said that like 3 times now, but that's a lot of makeup. Next, let's talk about the Sephora Pro palettes. So you guys know on this channel I am 100% cruelty free, so I'm not going to buy them anyway. And basically my little philosophy, and I don't think I've said this yet on my channel, but it's not very logical to me to use a product that's supposed to make me more beautiful or make me feel more beautiful, and it's at the expense of another, in this case animals. So I don't think I would ever truly feel beautiful if I did use a cruelty brand. I'm not saying that you're an ugly, horrible person if you do use brands that test on animals, but I'm just saying that as a little disclaimer as why I'm not gonna buy it. First of all, this palette in particular, it's the cooler toned palette. I don't think I've ever looked at a palette and been more uninspired. Honest to God, I will say that. And for $68, that is so expensive. And for me to look at a palette and truly be like, oh my God, this is so boring, and it doesn't, like, no. I know a lot of people do like the cool tones, but even for a cool tone lover, I don't see how anybody would want this palette. I really don't. It's just, the whole row is essentially the same color, and I think that's such a waste of money. Like, half of your money is already wasted with the top row because they look all the same. So I want to talk about the warm palette also. You guys, you probably already have these colors. I'm telling you, you really don't need the warm palette. If you're a warm color lover, I know you have them. I know there's YouTubers out there right now that are like, oh my God, these are amazing. I'm sure they're amazing. Especially, honestly, if you just bought the Jaclyn Hill palette, which I know 200,000 of us, or however many of us bought it, she's got a lot of these same shades in there. So probably already got it somewhere else. I'm just saying. I'm of course not gonna buy them, but I'm really, even if I did buy those brands, I wouldn't buy it. Let's just talk about the Too Faced, all the releases. There's about 100 that have been, you know, sneak peeked or whatever. What is it called? Spoiler alert, I don't know, whatever it's called. They've been leaked, okay? I don't know about these. I don't really know. Because part of me does want to complete my collection because I have all the other chocolate bar, I have the peach palette, but then it's like, okay, hold on. Do I need that? It's crazy. It's the way that we think today is so different than how it used to be, of we need this, we need that, we need all this makeup, we need a whole collection of things, and we never use it, you know? It just sits in our drawers. So they're coming out with a palette. It's called the Clover palette, and I believe it is after the owner of Too Faced's dog. He has a dog that looks like this, and it's really cutesy, and I love the Too Faced packaging, but I think this might be a little bit too far, you know, when it comes to like really cutesy stuff. And I am somebody who actually loves the cute stuff. Like, I love tiny little Lisa Frank, tiny little stuff like that. But this is, I think I'm looking from, you know, somebody who is a little bit older, and I just don't see them really going for this. I mean, it looks like a middle schooler's lunchbox, like not even a middle schooler, like an elementary school lunchbox with the stickers. And I'm talking about the packaging, but I also, the palette, I've got those shades somewhere else. I've got them. I look at it and I'm like, what's really new about that? You know, what's really different about that besides like the extremely cutesy packaging? You know, there's like a random mint green thrown in the corner, and there's a random purple, and I'm like, how do these work together? You know, like I'm not really seeing, like, help me out here. Help me figure out what look I'm gonna do. And then let's talk about the Holidays 2017 sneak peek. It is the White Chocolate Bar palette. You guys, this is another one where I am like, oh my God, I am not inspired by this. And I'm not saying that to be mean, because I really do. I like Too Faced. I love their chocolate bar palettes. I am not inspired by this. I really am not. I mean, again, there's the random green in the corner. I don't really know what that's for. I don't see any other colors that would go with that. It's not really speaking to me, and I know I'm not really talking anybody out of it when I say, oh, well, it doesn't speak to me, so I'm not buying it. But it really, it's just, meh. It's like, that's what I feel. So I know that I didn't give a great explanation on that, but it's not, what's different about it? What's gonna change? You know, give me something more than that. Also, with their Holiday 2017, they are coming out with like 3 mini palettes, and they pretty much look like every other holiday release that they've ever come out with. And if you guys know Too Faced history with their holiday stuff, it hasn't been the greatest. It's usually not up to par with, you know, the rest of their line and all of that stuff. It's difficult for us to believe them when they're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be amazing, because it just hasn't been in the past. And I feel like I'm probably gonna have to wait around for some reviews of people who get it for free, because I'm certainly not buying it. It really, honestly, it looks so plain and boring, and it's like, come on, this is the holidays, dude. Like, not the same thing over and over. You guys have been around for a long time. Then put some glitter in there. Do some like glitter. Come up with like a line of glitters for the holidays. Like I would buy that. 100% I would buy. That would be cool. But anyway, no, I'm not buying that. Oh my God. Okay, so also they have another palette and it's called The Best Year Ever. And it looks like some kind of like diary. Again, it's got the stickers. Like, come on, with the cutesy stuff. I mean, come on, we're not babies anymore. I mean, if you can afford it, you're not like a baby and you're not gonna play with stickers. And I mean, even me, I love creative stuff. I still have a coloring book. I have an adult coloring book. I mean, it's not like gross, you know, like erotic or anything, but I have a coloring book and I'm into that stuff. But stickers, come on with that. Are you serious? Like, no. I know I sound really like, but come on. I don't think I can't even remember the last time I used a sticker, honestly. Unless I was scraping a sticker off my car because I got a parking ticket, which has happened a lot. But anyway, but again, it's warm tone browns, it's got a dark brown, it's got some purples, it's got the staple one blue that they put in all of their palettes, like the one shimmery blue. I hope I'm not coming off as harsh as I feel like I'm coming off right now because I do like Too Faced and I do think that they are creative and in some ways they are trying to be different. And I think that the owner puts a lot of love behind, you know, what he's doing. And I think that's truly his style, is like the cutesy stuff. And I like that they stay true to that theme, but it's getting too cute, okay? And I never thought I would say that, to be honest. The chocolate bar palettes, that was probably as cute as you should go, and the heart-shaped blushes. Like, I get that, but this stuff is, I don't know. Final thing that I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to wrap this up, is the Huda Beauty new summer collection highlighter palette. And it's got, you know, 2 normal shades, and then it's got 2, like, just out of this box, really, just shades. It's got a purple shade, like very, very purple shade in the corner. And I guess it's meant to give you a holographic look. I mean, I get all the hollow stuff. I love that too. But I don't think I'm totally into it on my cheeks. Look, this is my style, and I'll give a disclaimer, this is my style 100%, but I'm just not gonna put a purple highlighter on. I don't know, call me boring or whatever, but for $45, that's a little bit crazy for me, especially for something that I'm not totally sold on. I feel like she does have probably a unique formula to her, which I do eventually want to try out one day, but I think I'm gonna wait till she either comes out with a single or something else. I've got too many highlighters at this point. Yeah, that's my explanation. I don't need it. I'm not going to buy it, but if you do, let me know. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this anti-haul. I hope that you enjoyed. Definitely subscribe for more videos. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.